Hi, it's Esther. Whether this is your first episode or you've been listening for a while, could you do me a quick favor and hit the follow button on Spotify or the subscribe button on YouTube if you're listening there? It really helps to boost visibility so Life Weekly can reach new listeners, and it also makes sure that you never miss an episode. Now that you've done that, you can enjoy today's episode. Bye.
Life Weekly with
I
Esther
feel like such a
Amos.
big babe right now. I am on Spotify.
It's
It's
not a
funny and
state
sad at the
of
same time.
flow that I haven't been in years. The last time I experienced that kind of flow was in
Nothing else
2023.
mattered to me at that point.
Let's get into this episode.
2 weeks ago, life taught me that, oh, I will not always be rosy. Oh. It was a lot. After recording the Sacrifices Must Be Made episode, where I was talking about how I had such a good run that week, it was so productive. I was able to do many things that, pushed me closer to achieving my goals. And then the week after was just the complete opposite. I was so down and it got so bad up to the point that on Saturday, when I could not record an episode, I was so sad. And I was thinking that, okay, I can actually record an episode on my friend's device, but then how would I edit? Because I have to now install a whole software to edit, and it was just looking like a lot. Plus, apart from even recording, I was not even settled. I don't even think I'm even settled now completely. I don't think I'm completely settled or over it. But yeah, I went through a lot. I went through a lot 2 weeks ago. I'm not even going to lie. Ah man. And then this week I had to make up for all the things I couldn't do well last week. And that's just what I've been doing. Catching up with schoolwork, project. And I have to say that final year is not overhyped. When I was in my penultimate year and I had friends in final year, I'll always be like, oh, final year is so overhyped. Especially when they're expressing how stressed they are. They're like, oh, I have to do this and that. But now that I'm in final year, I'm, I'm sorry. All my friends were in final year before me. But it is actually a lot because then you have to do projects, you still have to write tests and exam, and then you're leaving school. You're thinking of life after school, you're thinking of so many things: your work, your finances, businesses you may want to start, relationships, and all those things. And sometimes you can get so carried away and start thinking of those things so much that you forget to actually work on the things that need to be worked on in the present. And so that's how it was. Though. You can just be thinking of your life, and one professor, one supervisor will just tell you that you should come and do chapter, you should come and do chapter one again. And so, well, yeah, last week I was able to start my project. I didn't like start. I just got some materials and had to assemble them in the lab, weigh them, measure them. This week has just been me and academics, basically. And then there's this lecturer that gives really bulky assignments. Hey, see, when and usually gives a long timeline for the submission, but it's still always a lot. And the fact that I could not even start 2 weeks ago, I had to start this week. No, I had to start like 2 days ago, and thankfully, I'm almost done. I finished one of them. It was very, very long. And this thing is just for 8 marks. Just for 8 marks. Something that you just ask me 2 questions, put for 4 marks. Or ask me one save for all the 8 marks. But no, just had to do this. It's good, Sha. It's going to help me practice for exams that is fast approaching. See what I'm saying? There's still assignments, there's still tests, there's still projects, and a whole lot of things. But I'm so excited to be recording today. Like this is like my happy moment going through the week and then sitting down to finally talk about everything. I find it very relaxing. Very, very relaxing. I also was not able to have a lot of conversations because I was stressed. Even though I was replying texts, I was just replying. I wasn't talking much. Even I was even on a call, but my friend was doing most of the talking because I could not even bring myself to think of anything interesting to talk about. Things were just okay and good and fine, nothing so spectacular. But even though I didn't have a lot of conversations, I thought a lot about many things. Like my mind was constantly thinking about things. One of the things I thought about was so one day we had pre-service And then this guy was taking the word. This one is quite funny. Then he was like, okay, someone should open the Bible to so and so passage. I don't remember where. And then the person read it. And the next thing he was like, can someone give me King James Version? And I was like, you know that it's King James Version that you wanted. Why didn't you say it beforehand? And it's something that happens most times where preachers read a particular version of the Bible, a particular translation, and then it's not really hitting hitting hard in relation to the message. And they're like, give me King James, give me King James. But yeah, I thought it was funny. And then I was also thinking of how there is now an increase in low quality content all over the internet. It's so bad right now that I'm questioning we as a people. Because these people that also post low quality content, the people watching them are still the ones making them famous, are still the ones who will come and complain that they are making rubbish content. And I know that this industry rewards quantity, but if there's anything that I don't want is to ever sacrifice quality over quantity, because then it just becomes noise and then you join the bandwagon of content creators just creating things for creating sake. I know that it's not every time you make educational content, but then your content should just make sense. It's not the one where you just open your camera and start talking random things that don't make sense. There are random things that actually make sense. There's just a way a random gist that makes sense differs from a random gist that doesn't make sense. Because I'm just like most times, okay, what's the point of this? Why are you telling me this? Because you can open camera. And it's the people, it's still other content creators I blame. Because there's this thing where people are always like, oh, just start. If you want to start recording, you just need your phone and you can start recording. But then people have the phone and they forget that, oh, you actually need to have a message. You actually need to have something that you're talking about. And what's even annoying is that these people have a large audience, and the people that make content that I think is more quality, they don't have a lot of audience. And I'm not like, some of you that are saying that you want quality content, are you people not contributing to the problem? Because the people that need this audience, you will not follow them. Yet I always see it, people that make content that make sense, that I sit down, I'm watching and I'm like, oh my days, how do you know this? Where did you learn this? This is so nice. It would be nice to implement this in my life. And I checked, they didn't even have up to half. They didn't even have up to half of the followers that all these people like. I don't want to mention their name because there's one of them that is very, very annoying that makes my blood boil anytime I see his content. Thank God his content doesn't appear on my feed. I'm just so happy. But there was one I saw. I saw one on Twitter. He was in the video. And then three people, there were four guys, they were having a conversation. And he could not contribute meaningfully. He could not say anything. He was just staring and nodding and laughing. Yeah, they say if you don't have anything to say, you can keep quiet. But there's a way he will even act about it. He looked like he really wanted to join in the conversation, but he did not know what to say. And that's the disposition he was giving. Imagine being in a space where people are talking and you want to say something, but what you have to say in your head is nothing that will contribute positively to the conversation. And that's the kind of people that millions and thousands of Nigerians are following. And it's just unfair. It can be discouraging to creators that are making content that has value, and they're not just creating content just because people said they can open their camera and make videos. They actually want to serve and contribute to people's lives. And also this low quality content now, there's now also a way people promote shamelessness and stripping off of dignity as being real. So let's say there's something that you are originally not even supposed to bring out to the public, and then people bring it out to public just for views, just for content, or maybe yeah, there's just a way people tag this kind of content as being real. I'm also going to add that people who create educational content are not fake. They are also being real. Intelligence is real. High quality content from people is also real. But yeah, if you're going to leave your any tax, please make the right people famous. And also, I've not been excited about being in a romantic relationship. I know that it's not every time you have this excitement and fun in a relationship, but then you even need that initial excitement to enter into one. And I don't have that. I don't have that. I don't think I have the strength right now to be talking to anybody every day. Maybe not every day, but to be in constant communication with somebody, bringing up topics, asking them questions, and all of that. Like my energy right now is well expanded with all the other things I'm doing, like final year work, my podcast, learning, and all of that. So it's just like I'm in a space or in a phase of my life where I am just protecting every energy I can and channeling it into things that I think would profit me in the long run. And I'm not saying that relationships are not profitable, but it's just romantic relationships. I'm very particular about romantic relationships. Like I don't have the strength right now for that. And I should even be serious about it too. Because yeah, it's important, but I'm not really excited. Maybe that's just what life is throwing at me now at this point. But yeah, I'm excited about that. I'm excited about making money. When it comes to that one, I will activate my conversational skills. And then I've been working on making a content calendar to show up on LinkedIn. And it still feels so scary. I don't know why. I don't know why. Why does LinkedIn feel so scary to go on? And I don't want to show up there as a, oh, I'm learning. You know how people usually post there and like, oh, I'm excited to start this journey in product management, this and that. Even though I will still show up there professionally as a product manager, I also want to show up as human, talk about other things, post about other things in my life and things I'm learning or whatever. But yeah, just usually don't say. And yesterday I had to sit down and force myself to write out content. And that's it. Next week I'm really looking forward to documenting more and settling down. Was this week I had deadlines to meet and rushing to meet up with them just really messed with my mind. And yeah, what else? I'm looking forward to having an exciting week. There's worship night tomorrow, Sunday, and I'm really excited about that. I'm happy with how February is starting. The first is Sunday. It's going to be so easy to count. February is like the perfect month so far. And yeah, January is finally ending. Hope you were able to achieve your goals for this month. And also, yes, I was going to do a twist or add another segment to the podcast, but I also could not. So this February, I'm going to work on that. It's going to be a mixture of me. Don't worry, you guys will see it. Let me not spoil it for you. What else? I'm looking forward to continuing a series I started. I don't know if I mentioned it earlier. Percy Jackson sounds interesting. My roommate has been watching it. Any movie that most of the movies I watch because of my roommate, though. That girl. I don't even know how she does it. And yeah, I'll see you guys next week. This is a chill and short episode. Before you go, remember to like, subscribe, share, leave a comment if you're listening on YouTube, and follow me so you can send me a text next time you see that I did not upload an episode just to check up on me. Thanks. Bye.